So last week, Aaron did a catch up. So I think this week I can do the catch up, or Nat, if you want to do it, the catch up. If you don't feel like I can do it, it's okay.
No, I can, I guess.
All right, start us off.
Yes, I do believe we left off the session prior to last session with us beginning our ascent up the Star Peaks. And, well, we trailed for a bit, eventually found a shrine of sorts that Nat had been given the instructions on how to activate. Speaking the words, which were not explicitly said what they were, but speaking the words nonetheless. We managed to reveal a path that led into further up into the mountain, eventually reaching a bridge across a deep, deep ravine. It was as we were crossing this bridge that we first spotted in the distance a statue, at first it seemed, of a draconic being. However, as we got closer and almost half the way across the bridge, it ceased to be much of a statue and turned more so into a fully grown one-stone dragon that called out and told us to leave, for it would not allow beings touched by shadow to cross this bridge. It attacked and, well, almost killed Voren. Very, very closely, if not saved by a combination of Sulkatesh and Natalia. And Aaron had hit, and the others were generally battered, except for Ezekiel, who for some reason had stayed a little bit behind. Smart guy. But yes, eventually we returned, drawing people back to recover. When eventually, and following that, the discussion was had where a magic circle was set up on the beginning of the bridge, as Erin wanted to go out to try to talk to the dragon again, so that, well, they had something to run away and use to possibly entrap the dragon if it felt even more hostile the second time. Thankfully, however, it didn't, and, well, Erin, Dante, and Zeke were allowed to pass, unhindered. Natalia and Voren not so much, as they spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out what this whole shadow touch thing was about. Eventually figuring out there was some kind of magic that's been cast upon them, which was summarily dispelled, although the attempts to do so drained Natalia severely. Meanwhile, the guys on the other side have found a lot of bodies stacked up in a certain odd patterns that seem to, well, correspond with some form of magical trap, which, well, thankfully we are sick around, so that could be regarded. And they eventually managed to make their way a little bit close to university, and roughly in time for Nat and Warren to try and join them, which they got delayed because Natalia got stuck.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. So that took an additional hour, roughly, but eventually the party was rejoined and we entered the university.
What did you do in the hour, by the way? Like,
She was very grumpy for the first 20 minutes and then asked to borrow Warren's newspaper.
oh, okay,
I was grumpy for the rest of it as well, but slightly distracted and grumpy.
that's understandable.
And yeah, eventually we all went into the observatory, not university, and found the interiors within, eventually being met by one of the ghostly fellows.
The
He
page
was,
of the
yes, the page, thank you,
yeah.
who gave us some instructions on what was where and where not to go, such as don't go poke the lich, that's a bad idea. Kind of. Don't go poke the guardian, that will kill you, it's a bad idea, and so on. Eventually also introduced people to the most great Misensuri, which, well, was the one who built the orrery. So they got to work helping Erin restore it. Meanwhile, Nat was just kind of dazed off in a corner trying to regain any semblance of strength from a very annoying and drawn-out ordeal.
Yeah,
Zeke and Dante were exploring,
and
not
found the
exactly sure what the worm was about.
yeah, and found the lich, and I didn't really
They found it.
yeah fast forward. So I guess that's where we'll start today.
Yes.
So like, did you guys have a long rest or not yet?
I don't think we
They
had one.
were in the process of setting up and going to sleep. I don't think we said whether anything happened during the night. I was just working throughout the
Yeah,
night.
I think we were about to go for a long rest, and that's where we ended it. I
I
think.
have I have stuff that I used during the session, so I believe we did, because otherwise I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, we said we
Put
were going
stuff.
to, but I guess does anything happen during the night, or do we get that long?
I mean, no. You can get a long rest if you want. Nothing happens unless you guys want to do something. So like, when was the last time you guys leveled up after getting the contract, right?
Yes.
Okay, like a couple of sessions
Basi-
ago, last session ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two or three.
2 or 3. I imagine our next one would be restoring this place.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Cool. So, oh yeah, like, would anyone glance at the crescent chamber, or like the precipice of the crescent chamber, where it's being guarded by the Moonstone Guardian, or like did you guys just completely ignore it?
Dante completely ignored it.
Okay.
Not sure if Zeke would have done what he done with
With the Lich.
the Lich.
I see. I only asked
Yeah.
it so I can post the picture. If not, I can post it later if you come across it. But it's alright. Yeah. So you'll get a successful. Well, most of you get a successful and somewhat restful sleep as you begin to wake up. Let's say that's about, like I said, early morning. So you're working throughout the night, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. So we said it would take you about like just to get the core running about a day, and then, or was it?
I think
3 days?
it was 2 or 3 days, and then a week for the rest.
Week for the rest. Okay, cool. All right. So is there any? So this morning, you're beginning to wake up. The sun is beginning to rise on the mountain horizon of the east on the mountain range. Over the east on the mountain range, it smells of like if cold had a smell, this sharp, brisk, and kind of cutting smell. It smells like that, basically, I guess. And also, you know, some of you guys still have like rotten skeletons and stuff like that in your rooms, right? Of the previous owners.
No, I'm pretty sure they dragged them out.
You dragged them.
Mhm.
You dragged them out. All right. So like, I guess, so it doesn't smell that bad, I guess. So, you've all claimed yourself a room, right? I'm assuming.
Claimed as in went in somewhere and sat down, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Fair enough.
they were like barracks, right? So I imagine.
Yeah. Like you can have your own sleeping quarters or whatever. Like this was the sleeping quarters of the previous owner of the Star Peaks. Yeah. So, what would you guys like to do?
Not probably slowly waking up, looking around and twitching a little bit that because she probably did not clean out the room before going to rest. So he's gonna quietly start shuffling those away
That's fair.
before eventually he's heading out and looking at what's going on. Probably trying to find where people are and the likes.
I mean, in your room, I mean, you have like a really nice window, an east-facing window, so you see the beautiful, picturesque sunrise, and the chill wind is like coming into your room. I guess like Warren's room, probably like next to you. I'm assuming.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just pick a random one, I guess.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I imagine Nat just picked the first one. that
Yes,
she
very
came
much.
across. Yeah.
I see.
There's very much like, oh, there's something that looks remotely bad, like, blonk!
just collapsed on
Yep.
into a random room. Okay then. Yeah, the day is yours. You could hear like the clanging sound of Erin hard at work from downstairs, putting together various things to build the base of the orrery.
She probably goes to investigate that.
Yeah, you come.
He's faintly rapping on the side of the wall as she enters.
Probably lost among the clanging.
Evan?
Oh, hey.
Hi. You've been working on this?
Yeah. That's what we're here to do, right?
All night?
Blinks, looks up. I guess so.
Right. You should probably, get a little bit of rest.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. If you say so.
I do.
I figured out what the other stuff is, like where we're supposed to set up the teleportation circle and all that.
Oh, right. Good.
Have you?
Hmm?
Do you know where it's supposed to be set up?
Oh, no.
No, where are the others? I know where Dad is, but... Dante and Ezekiel?
I don't know. Not in here.
Right.
She's
Doing
very much
okay?
half paying attention to and still working.
You doing okay? You need anything?
No. Oh, if you see one of the ghosts, send them up and say Aaron's almost done.
Any ghost?
Well, not the one who met us at the entrance, the other one.
Okay. Stumbles off.
Yeah. So you're currently on the third floor, like the base level of the Star Speak. So
Probably wandering around a little bit semi-randomly, trying to find any sign of Dante or Zeke.
Dante, where are you at, friend?
It'll probably be. I'm guessing the quarters that's where the kitchen is.
Yeah, the quarters are
Sounds
like on
like
the fourth floor. The kitchen area, I guess it would be like part of the storage and vaults area. I guess it could be part of the quarters, right? That makes more sense. Yeah, like it's also
Yes.
on the lavatory. The kitchen is like everything is on the fourth floor. Let's just say.
Yeah, so he's just
And,
just having something quick to eat. I'm guessing what Zeke was made, because I think he was making something before last session.
for the dinner, yeah, but this is the morning.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, it's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine he still would be.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And just feeding Nova.
Yeah. After that, would you go to the third? Like,
Yeah.
would you-
Yeah. He'll put his head up and try to find Moonshard Page.
Okay, so I guess you eventually find him kind of resting and staring through the window at the sunrise in on the fifth floor in one of the broken vaults in on a stone chair. He kind of like hears you approaching him, and he kind of jerks and slowly begins to levitate upwards and turns around and stares at you. Good morning, Master.
Good morning. Didn't mean to disturb you there.
Everything's to your liking? Anything that I can help you with?
It's like I'm curious about what you said the other day about the Moonstone Dragon and the madness about him.
Oh, right. Uh, isn't a bit too early in the morning to talk about such vile and grueling topics. Perhaps we could leave that for a later time. How about we go get some uh, nourishment for yourself? I don't need any. I am beyond that.
That's a quick bite, but maybe later could we have a conversation about that? One of something I could do for him.
Oh, well, the dragon's been maddened for quite some time. I doubt you can do anything for him at this point. Let's just get you nourished and let's see what the others are up to.
Sure.
Yes, he accompanies you to the third floor. Like now, you both run into Natalia. Oh, good morning.
Morning. Hi. Yeah, I was looking. Did I guess either of you figure out where the teleportation circle's supposed to be set up?
Yeah. Me and Zeke did a little wander around.
Right. Erin seems busy working, so should I get started on that?
I suppose we could, but I'm curious of a few things about some things that they said about this place. Of course,
Right.
set everything up.
Right.
The timings of when this is supposed to be abandoned stuff don't
Yeah.
make sense.
I guess. Sorry, I was a little out of it yesterday.
Yeah, understandable. I can show you where the circles are.
Please.
I'll take you up to the second floor.
Oh. Yeah, I that makes sense.
There you go, here they are. They're a little bit broken, but they were, what we could tell, forced onto this deliberately.
Well, this is gonna take forever, but I'll get started.
If you need any help, or
Do you know mending?
obviously not.
And I'm not sure.
And if you need any help, just give us a shout and I'll see what I can do.
I will.
The page says, "Well, you see, I was capable of such powers to carry out duties of servitude and create food and sustenance and water and the like. However, my powers have dwindled since then. Perhaps I might."
Yes?
I was just
Go
going
ahead.
to say, perhaps once the orrery is back up and running, I might be able to procure some of my powers back and help you with whatever I can. You see,
Sounds
I can't physically affect things around us, but by means of magic, I might be able to interact with the observatory.
If you have any tips for like fixing this thing, I'm more than welcome.
Fixing the things.
The teleportation circle.
Oh, that caliber of magic is is beyond my capabilities, is beyond my forte. You best bet to ask either the Moonstone Meister Zaktrak, if you can get a word out of him, alternatively the emblazoned, the Moonstone Zora. She is a capable magician.
Right.
Or our my last recommendation could be the filigree de Valandra. However, I don't know if you know this caliber of magic. She's more destructive than, you know, building circles. But I think they're all currently still asleep, so perhaps not right now.
Yeah, it sounds. You need to
Guess
get the all
I'll
effects first.
just start on my own then.
Well, good luck.
Sorry for bothering you.
That's alright, I shall get back to my post.
Hmm.
He descends into the floor and disappears.
Looks at Dante for a moment.
Oh, he raises back up. Oh,
Yes?
Master Dante, and
Hmm?
I just wanted to say, if you require my assistance, you don't need to find me. Just yell out for my name. I have ways to hear the words throughout the observatory, and I will make appearance to wherever you may be.
Oh, do all the
Okay.
ghosts have that?
You. The. I suppose we are ghosts now, aren't we?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to word it like that.
Yeah, we can hear echoes.
Right.
Just.
Otherwise, I was gonna ask if you could find the Great Mason, because Erin wanted to talk to her.
Oh, right. Of course.
Also, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
It's quite alright. I will go fetch the Great Mason for Erin post haste.
Thank you. And again, really sorry.
No need to sweat. He descends back down into the earth.
Yes. Oh, look to you, is that? I guess you're not holding up well then.
Just waking up. I'm honestly kind of fine. Just, you know, lots of weirdness.
Yeah, there's a lot of things got weird since going on this little quest.
Yeah.
How's your old man doing anyway? Took a beating there.
He should be up soon, I hope. Yeah, I was scared. I'm sure he was too. Even though you'll never get it out of him, trust me.
Yeah, I know that type. So, have you got that million spell then that you said?
Yeah, I don't know. Still, well, if you see him, you just tell him I'm here.
I'll let him know. Alright, I say if you need any help, just give us a shout.
Yep, I will.
Yeah, Dante will just we'll head down and we'll just sit outside, just look outside, full of view for a bit.
at the corpse or the other side?
Other side.
Oh right, yeah.
Nat will very slowly get started on repairing the teleportation circle.
Yeah. So there's three. Would you like to first discern which one leads to where first?
Sure.
So just looking at the basic rune patterns, can I ask you to do roll the teleportation circle? One at the north, one at the south. One at north, one at east, and one at west. And the entrance is at south. Could I ask her three individual Arcana check, please? And
Alright.
just let me know which one is for the which circle.
Which
What are the
DC is it?
DCs?
Let's say DC. The north is DC 10. East is. Okay, let me just write it down.
I was starting to type it.
Oh, okay. Okay, north is DC 10, east is DC 15, west is DC 20.
Alright, northeast west then.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and do a magical guidance on the last one.
All right.
Damn shame I don't have advantage.
Yeah. So 18 that passes, 17 that passes.
Just failed on the last one.
Just failed on the west one. Okay, cool. So the north one is to the Arcanics,
Mm-hmm.
and the east one is to the Talenta Plains. Somewhere within the Talenta Plains, according to the runic structures. The west one, you don't know.
Would
No.
this is just for me because it is a house rule and I need to remind myself that those exist.
Yeah.
Is that 16 within the borders of pushing it?
I think it would have to be a 17, right? It's if it's 3 under.
Yeah, I remember you. I know you can push it, and there's a consequence. I don't know what the consequence would be to this, but
Yeah, you can, but if it was 17,
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 or
yeah.
less.
17. Yeah.
okay, it's 3 or less.
Yeah.
Something was telling me it was 5 or less for some reason.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But no, it's not primarily considered with one to the Arcanics at the moment, so yeah.
So that would be the north one, yeah.
Mm. So yeah. That's the one she's gonna try and start, putting together and making whole again first.
Okay, so you begin to make your begin to prepare your repair, I guess. So as part of this, you would need to carry out a full complete teleportation spell to complete the connection. However, you need to actually complete the circle by hand manually before doing that. So can I ask you to roll another Arcana check if you want to try and attempt to complete the circle just manually, just connecting? I think intelligent or Arcana check, DC 15.
Alright. 20.
Oh, nice. So yeah, so you able to draw out the runes, the signs, to your best of knowledge. The Plane Master Zan has taught you well. You learned drawing teleportation circles from the Arcanics one, so it comes to you very naturally. So yeah, you successfully finish carrying this out. After you finish carrying this out, you begin to hear a whisper emitting from the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Look around, try and identify the source of it.
Can I ask you to roll a perception? It's definitely coming from the circle. It's the source.
Oh yeah. And probably trying to get a little closer to hear what it's actually saying.
Can I ask you to roll a perception check, please?
DC?
10.
13.
So the whisper sounds like could I just DM you it?
Sure. Also, that was a mistake.
So this is what the whisper kind of tells you, and it dissipates.
That's sweet.
Just kind of slowly gets up and starts heading downstairs to try and find Warren or the likes.
Okay, Warren, friend, what have you been up to?
Vibing with Zeke, cooking breakfast. What else is the old man gonna do?
That's fair. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you've both finished cooking out the breakfast and being able to take it from the kitchen chambers to, I guess, like in the middle of the quarters to serve different people food, I guess.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And Natalia is beginning to make her way towards you.
Morning.
Hey.
So I was putting the teleportation circle back together. Yeah?
Okay.
Is
Give
it
me a
something in
second.
here?
Give me a second. He sits down because he's going to prepare for some bullshit.
It's...
Go on then.
I don't think it's as bad. It just said, like, that knowledge prevents escape, and we should seek that which was banned by the moon.
The what?
Yeah. That's what it...
Ah, yes. The sorcerer is held by the moon. It's the same as the barbarians held by the sun. I've got no idea what this means. Sorry, I woke up on the sarcastic side of the skeleton
It's fine.
bed. Breakfast.
Breakfast sounds great.
Nat looks around, seemingly trying to spot something. Yes, she's trying to spot something very specific and looks half disappointed when she can't find it because we're out of it.
Yep.
Yep.
I understand.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just not gonna say. It's
No.
in-depth lore. You know.
What has Varyn recently got rid of all of his?
Aside from sanity and blood.
It's fine.
Hey, yeah, it's going fairly well. I mean, most of the stuff here is in good enough condition that I can put it together without needing to replace anything so far, at least, so that's good. Yeah, I guess I did. I haven't really had a chance to tinker with anything for a long time. Forgot how much fun it was. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, she just gets up, looks like slightly sad, and just nods to him and walks out. Yeah, I probably. No. Yeah. Wanders around. She didn't actually go anywhere. Like, once they found this place, she kind of stayed. So she probably wanders around a bit randomly till she finds them. And going one. That's not foreboding at all. Probably. She'll probably come like halfway between the entrance and it to have a closer look. Yeah, just kind of. I feel like she probably does something. Like she'll grab his weapon or something and prop it up through his ribs, just as like a, and then like tie a little bit of fabric, like make a makeshift flag, as like, don't stand here. Yeah, I mean, it seems like the safest place where you're not going to stab it into the trap. Yeah, I assume the thing, she's been keeping an eye on it. It hasn't moved while she's been doing all of them. Yeah, then she wanders closer. I feel like she probably assumes it's like all the others in here, and it's just kind of a statue at the moment. Oh yeah, none of this has been stealthy. She's checking for traps and everything, but she's not trying to hide from it. Huh. Hey, you one of the awake ones? Just calls out across the room. Not much of a talker, huh? I'm gonna guess you're the Guardian guy. Still not saying anything? Great. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if he's not getting any closer, she just kind of stands there and studies it. Yeah, she's not gonna get too close in case it thinks that she's trying to get past him. No, I mean, just look past to see what he's guarding. And I assume I see the door. No. So, I don't know. I'm hoping you can understand me. I'm guessing you're the Mark of Warding Moonstone guy, and that's your chamber behind you. Apparently they stored the resin in there as well. Don't really want to go in the chamber. Do kind of want to get the resin. Don't suppose that's something you'd be willing to let us grab? Or, grab for us or something? Oh god. I do still have one thing. I'll do my thing. It's probably not going to help, but 24.
I mean, you do have the
Yeah,
thing.
I'll accept the consequence. What the hell? Yeah. You don't want to go in there, but could we get the resin? Could you grab it, or could we get in there just to grab it, etc.? Uh... Yeah. Well, we were. I'm not entirely sure how much has been stored there. There's been a while since anyone collected it. The Arcanics asked us to retrieve all of it if we can, but, you know, that might be a bit too much for us to carry if it's been here for a while. I'll give it a go. She's looking out of habit, not because she really expects anything. I won't push it. Yeah, I mean, she'll approach if he's offering it out and just grab it. Well, you know, take a look at it first and then probably grab it. Yeah, she'll take it and just say, I'll leave you to your vigil. I won't bother you anymore. Thanks. And she backs away, like she doesn't turn and walk, she backs up slightly before turning and then leaving. Yeah. So she'll wrap this up very, very tightly since it's meant to be like magically radiated and, you know, put it in a separate bag. She's gonna leave it somewhere and not keep it on her, is her idea, till they leave. Yeah. Yeah, and then she wanders off in a different direction looking for everyone. Oh. Hey.
Hi. Made any progress?
Oh, mostly.
Right.
Ghost Buddy's looking it over. He's the one who built it, so just making sure I'm getting it done right.
Gotcha. That's convenient. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm?
pulls something out of her bag, just looks around and finds a table that isn't the one that you're eating off of. Saw the Guardian guy. Asked him for resin. He gave me a vial or something. No idea what it is. I'm hoping it's what I asked for, but, you know.
You want me to have a look at it?
It's like blue honey. I had no idea what it actually is, but
I mean,
Yeah.
like, magically identify it.
yeah, sure.
I'll do that after breakfast then. Oh yeah, I was completing the teleportation circle, but it said something weird.
Just looks at you blankly.
It said something like, knowledge bars our escape, and we should seek that which was bound by the moon.
People here are into some weird shit. I'll stick with my mechanical shit, thanks.
Mm.
We probably like, stuffs the last bit of sandwich into her mouth then. Slides over and tries to cast Identify on the vial. You're welcome. As much as you think is appropriate.
Yeah, like probably. I feel like you learn if the item was created by a spell. Like I feel like you probably just learned that it is resin that was collected by the thing, right?
Sure. Gotcha. Mm. Yes. Mm. Hmm. Question. Following. Has Natalia ever heard of living spell? Yes. All right. Nope. Doesn't feel like something I could push as well, because it's just knowledge. Hmm. Yeah. No, because if she did, she might have pondered if this could be used to create them. Not, but yeah. That's it. Not particular.
Hmm. So yeah, it's definitely resin.
Wonderful. That's one job done.
Yeah.
I figure we.
Animate stuff, I guess, is what it does.
Huh. Well, I figure we keep it out of the way and
Mm.
we just grab it when we leave.
Makes sense. So,
Yeah. But did you recognise the voices anyway?
the one?
The people the voice that came from the circle, you said. Did you recognise the voice?
Nope, no idea.
Hmm. That sounds like another later problem.
I guess. Although,
I mean, if we get all this done and we leave, it's more like an Arcanix problem.
There's that as well, yeah.
that is if we can leave by. Well, we can't leave by circle anyway, so. Yeah.
Oh, all but one. I think it's a bit cool to leave Zeke here and travel alone.
Yeah, well, I figure you and Voran, nodding towards the net, can grab like the resin and stuff and get the teleportation circuit active and walk through, and then the rest of us can jump in and head on down.
And how long do you reckon it's going to take you to fix everything anyway?
Oh, 3 days to get most things running, and then probably another week to get everything fixed up properly.
Fair enough. I mean,
Zeke,
Yes.
Yeah, we updated him as well. But if we get are we working? We're not helping everyone back here, working again. The core thing that you're working on first.
Yeah, I should make him wake up in a few days. Maybe by tomorrow if I work fast about it.
Yeah, kind of like get this done as soon as possible.
That's the plan. Ah, wonderful. Oh, no, I'm all done here. I'll see you in a bit, Eberron. She wanders over and opens the door while he's still sticking through it. Very good. No, I want to get back to it. Yeah, sure, I'll see you then. Straight back to work. You. She looks faintly amused and begins working again. You're alright, nervous now.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah. So how did you manage to get past the dragon?
there was a weird magic on us, and I kind of just got rid of it. That seemed to have worked.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's some weird magic on you.
Yeah, just really like, yeah.
You don't see like Dante wants to question more, but you can see there's something else on his mind as well. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So what are you lot gonna do while we're waiting? I'll rather get this done
I mean,
yesterday.
I can try and prepare the other circles as well. Don't really know where one of them leads, so that's gonna be hard. But other than that, I guess
Why don't we just get
explore,
keep the one?
trying to
No.
find out what the whole circle whispering thing means.
Yeah, see if we can help out with that. But let's keep the job that we're supposed to do, and always keep the scrolls for emergencies.
Mm,
No point wasting them on the other circles when they come here. They could fix those ones.
fair enough. Oh yeah. Paige.
Just cause
Hi. Mm, do you know the circles? Yes. They said something weird. I was wondering if you could help decipher it. Not so much magic as just like knowledge. Something about knowledge preventing our escape, and we should seek those chained by the moon. Yeah, something like that. Or bound, or I don't know. Okay. Right, so if it told me to seek those bound by the moon, does that mean I'm supposed to seek like you guys out? Do you know anyone who would know about some knowledge that's preventing us from making teleportation circles out of here? Yes. Oh, maybe her. Could you take me to see her? Mm-hmm. Alright.
just kind of looks at the others, seeing if they want to come or not.
Yeah, Dante will go.
Yeah.
You mean the dragon?
Blink.
Alright. Is she able to wake up now, or do we need to wait for something?
I think we'll wait for Erin to fix.
Right.
At least we know where she will be.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Now I know that.
Mm. Yeah, I won't be here too long. And you kind of see his eyes starting to the fire, coughing.
I guess not now.
Yeah, I don't want to be here if that wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
So, heading back upstairs, I guess.
Just vibing, I think.
Zeke walks back in and it's like, that was a good piss. Huh, where'd everyone go?
Yep.
How you doing, man?
I'm not doing too bad, Zeke.
Oh, neat. I assume everyone else has went and just started doing things?
Mm-hmm. Erin's acting like a college student and hasn't slept in 24 hours. Dante and Natalia have gone to, do something.
Mm-hmm.
I really should have been paying attention.
Yeah, it's fine. They'll figure it out.
They will.
Yeah. Well, since that's pretty much all that's been happening, you want a sandwich?
Zeke, I've literally just had breakfast.
Question still stands. Do you want a sandwich?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Hey. Yeah. So Z's gonna make a sandwich. And then he's just basically gonna chill. Seems like a pretty good option right now.
I mean, Nat will do some basic exploration, obviously, of the observatory and probably try to help Erin if they want or need any help. But beyond that, not particularly. Most of you guys want to get an overview of what's where at the moment.
Yeah.
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I was about halfway, and I gave the book to Nat when just before we came here, so probably not. About halfway.
Yeah, she gives a double check to all of her work, but if you think she thinks it'll work, she tries to turn it on. I'm out of things to add to this, so let's hope for a good roll. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, well, I mean, she'll start taking like the casing off again and trying to locate the screech. Oh god, I have no proficiency in this. I feel like she turns and she leans out the door and says, "Hey, Great Mason, you here?" Hey, there's a cog that's sticking somewhere, but it's really hard for me to figure out which one it is, because if I want to get in there, I have to take it apart. But if I take it apart, it can't be on, and if it's not on, I can't hear which one's fucking up. So you can walk through solid objects, right? Would you mind giving me a little hand and sticking your head in and seeing which one it is? Aaron seems completely unconcerned. Like, you're a ghost, obviously you can do this, and why wouldn't you want to? Wonderful. She switches it off and begins taking it apart again. I mean, probably. Like, this is the kind of thing she loves doing, and she hasn't had a chance to do it for a long time. Oh, no worries. We're getting paid to fix it up anyway by the Arcanics, so yeah. Surprisingly satisfying. Yeah, certainly been helpful. It's nice having a conversation with someone who actually understands all of this. Just waves at the servitor. Just raises an eyebrow. Huh. Interesting. I grabbed some from the store the other day. The golem gave it to me. But I won't say no to some more. Yeah, she just chuckles slightly. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway, so I'm hardly gonna complain if you want to give me something extra, am I? Yeah, me too. I tend to work more on the vehicles than stuff like this, which is probably why it's slightly strange. But hey, if it works, it works, you know? Vehicles. Like, you know, airships, elemental carts. Right, you've been here for like. They would have had the carts at least, right? Yeah. Well. Maybe. Either way, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna see if I can wake up a few of your friends here, and then they can give us a hand. Yeah. And she's basically gonna double check everything and make sure, I don't know how to phrase it. Make sure they're all connected to their chargers. Yeah, I mean, if everything's working correctly, she'll just kind of sit there and watch it work, basically.
If Natalia heard that, she would come down here.
Yeah, Dante have a quick look. He was just like enjoying the view outside and seeing everything working before I have a quick look. Yeah, you got it working then.
Looks like it.
Yeah, she's just kind of like sitting down, leaning back with her back against like a pillar or something. I'm just watching it work.
Nat probably comes over and like sits down beside you.
She doesn't say anything. She just sits still, watching it work.
It is kind of therapeutic just staring at the inner core. This dulcet kind of rumbling sound. Kind of makes you want to go to sleep, actually.
Nat would also just watch for a little bit. Probably not as long though.
As you do so, you begin to see some of these statues nearby in the third level. These 3 statues, their chest cavity, there in the circular like hole almost begins to fill up with this slightly blue energy, a hue.
Oh. Something's activating.
Yeah, they should be coming up anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you reckon it's going to take before they're all charged up?
No idea. Moonlight is better than sunlight, but sunlight's working. I'm gonna guess, as soon as the moon's out, they're gonna wake up. But that's just a guess.
Maybe be out of here sooner than a week then.
Shrugs, just keeps watching it work.
Right, is it ready for, usage?
Not quite. I
Right.
focused on setting it up to wake them up, because then they can give me a hand with all the heavy listening.
That's fair. Still, good job.
Just nods and goes back to watching it.
I'm gonna go check if other beings have woken up.
She won't acknowledge, she just continues to watch.
Nat just gets up and heads downstairs.
Yeah, you head downstairs and you inspect the different sarcophagi, coffins. None of them seems to be illuminated.
Just pausing, listening for a moment, seeing if she hears anything happening. If not, just sighing and heading back up.
Yeah, fair enough. You head back up. Yeah, so for the sake of like saving some time, from lunchtime, this is the second day of Star Peaks, from lunchtime to, let's say, before the next plot happens, which is like 6 p.m. What does everyone want to do?
Nat will probably like poke around on the 4th floor a lot, just try and figure out what's up with the quarters, if the bathhouse is at all operable.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, you arrive at a bathhouse, and you see like some parts of it still has like a couple of skeletons covered in cobwebs, wearing like these towels and a arrow piercing through their skull and stuff like that. Maybe they've got ambushed or attacked by some bandits.
Yeah, Winston slightly up.
And the bathhouse is this large pool in the middle, this ceramic pool, and atop the pool is a small sort of like a hole where you would expect like water coming like from, but it's currently like nothing's running. It's dry, and there is a what are they calling it? Like you know in like in tubes, water tubes and stuff like that. You see these like mossy like depositions. I don't know if there's a word for it. You know, in like storm gutters, stuff like that. You see like these mossy build up. Yeah, those kind of stuff is there, and it's dry. You know, it doesn't look like it's been running for quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Nat would said about just trying to gather up the skeletons and bring them down, if there's a reasonable place to put them in the dungeons.
Yeah, there are. You can stack it next to the other remains.
Just try and be relatively respectful of that, and I guess kind of try to clean off the bathhouse, because she has nothing really better to do at the moment.
Yeah, you begin to.
And does not feel like sitting around.
Yeah, you begin to clean, make an attempt at begin to clean the bathhouse, I suppose. You begin to clean up like all the grungy, like icky stuff off the marbled floor and stuff like that. It's starting to look somewhat clean towards the. Are you using my prestidigitation and stuff like that?
Yes, prestidigitation and some manual cleaning for the bigger stuff.
Yeah. With that, over the course of like.
Also trying to figure out the mechanisms for how to get this working, if at all.
Currently, there is no mechanism. There's just a hole at the ceiling.
But yes, cleaning.
There's not even a tap. There's a hole at the ceiling, and there's a hole where the thing would go.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to clean that as well. You also begin to hear like some. Now is a new sound that wasn't there before when you were sleeping last night. You hear some rattling sound coming from like next door, basically on the same 4th level.
I'll definitely going to check that out.
Yeah, so like one of the rooms, it's somewhat locked, in the sense that like the doorway, the door is ajar. Like you can see like the interior, but it's been jammed from the other side, like with a bar or like with furniture or something like that. And the sound is coming from inside, from within inside the room. Are you trying to push the door open?
Push it slightly open at least, yet trying to get a proper peek. What's actually going on?
Oh yeah, so you can roll a strength check, just to open it a little bit.
Athletics or strength?
Athletics is fine as well. Yeah, DC 10. 18. Yeah, you push it enough to get a quick peek. You begin to see there is these hourglass kind of like a shaped thing that's kind of broken. That slowly now has begin to rotate on its axis almost, but the glass dome is just completely fucked. Basically, it's like broken and stuff like that, and it's rotating on its axis slowly, and the cobwebs and stuff like that has been on it now is spinning wildly, and it's also dragging like a cloth, this beautiful silk cloth along it. You know, have you ever seen like a ceiling fan? You know, like it looks like a ceiling fan get caught, like a piece of cloth got caught in a ceiling fan is what it looks like basically.
Yeah, probably watching it for a brief moment and seeing if there's anything else of interest in the room. Otherwise, going to go alert other people about this.
Yeah, there is some draconic written on the half broken. Broken.
Gonna try and read that then.
I'll message you it.
Aye.
It's it says that. Or like the equivalent of that in Draconic.
I take it that's not the full word. Or
Yeah, like the other half is broken.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then gonna go alert other people that I found this. Essentially.
Fair enough. Alright, so this afternoon, evening time, Dante, what would you like to do?
Dante's been trying to like read Morris books, but then when you're at that stage when you're like too bored, you can't do anything, and he just starts like walking around out of frustration with a lot of things on his mind, and just keeps wandering around, trying to occupy his mind. But every time he just sits down and to read, something else like just pops into his mind. He can't read, so he's just walking around trying to clear his head.
Fair enough. Zeke, Warren, are you guys doing anything? Or just chilling? Resting?
What? I had to go answer a phone call.
No worries.
Why does Nat making an athletics check?
It was open the door.
Oh, okay. It's not like dodging
No.
saw blades out the floor or anything. Cool.
Yeah, there was a saw blade that was coming right through her from the doorway, and she had that dodge underneath it. Matrix style. No, no.
I'd be very proud. I'll go find Dante. I can tell he's distracted. We're gonna go spar. I mean, what else are you gonna do, right? You're bored of books? Cool. Go grab a knife or something. We'll go spar. Do not take my advice. I have terrible life advice.
Bored of books?
Yeah.
Grab a knife.
Bored of books? Do something proactive.
Spar for someone.
Yeah, for some it's spar, for some it's not spar.
Yeah, like I say, it won't take much to convince him for Dante just to do that.
We've been working together for 2 weeks and I'm already beating the crap out of you. Yep. That healthy workplace relationship. No. Outside of that, he's generally doing nothing because he doesn't have to fix the teleportation circle. He's not good with machinery, so it's just like, I guess I'll exist.
Yeah, I'll probably say with the sparring, you'll probably notice when he's using swords, there were some Velenar traits to his fighting style.
Good. Vorin exploits the shit out of that.
But it's only with one sword though. As you notice, he's not using the double scimitar, so it's just single sword, but Velenar style.
So
Yeah,
like, how do we determine who would win this spar? Or are you trying to teach young Dante some fighting styles? How does this
I'm not
work?
gonna teach him anything.
This is the
unless he wants
first.
to be
Yeah.
taught.
Also, this
Yeah.
is the first time they've fought, right?
Yes,
I
first
would
time.
say
I feel like they both try and see how good the other person is. They're
Yeah.
that kind of people.
Okay.
it was the way it was done. Sparring was done in another game was basically any resources that you use, spell slots, and things like that. If you use them, they get used. But after the fight, let's say I knock Dante down to 1, his health would come back up to his maximum. Because it's less about me trying to hurt him and more me trying to exhaust him
Oh, I
type
see.
thing.
Yeah.
But if Dante used spell slots and I use spell slots, we wouldn't get those back. Because it's a literal use of that magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still using the magic, so you waste it.
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah. So okay. Let's just
I can't-
roll your initiative and see how well the sparring goes. I want to
Okay.
see.
Where's
Yeah. Basically, a paladin going after a ranger. That's always going to go well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I smite. I win.
we're basically the same. We're both half casters.
Oh no!
Yeah, but you're a half-caster who can smite.
All right. So
You're the DPS half caster.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you push some tables aside. I guess in one of the big quarters and make room for this duel, I suppose. As you come to your stance, Warren, I guess what would you like to do? You're going first.
I mean,
What's your opener?
we probably would have established what are the limit, you know?
Yeah, I think you just seen Dante literally like just boars. It's just a plain sparring match you've probably been okay with.
Well, like magic, no magic.
Or no magic.
No
You've seen what you
magic.
could do.
Yeah. No magic, strictly between us. Okay then. Fine. First attack, he tries to trip you over.
All right.
So it replaces the one attack, doesn't it? Trip, like,
Yeah.
whatever. And then I need to roll
Athletics first. Athletics or acrobatics.
athletics or acrobatics. Yeah, for him. So, I mean, good God.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Yeah, you try to trick him over, but he's an agile mercenary. He knows your tricks.
Yeah, and then the second one, I just go for his legs
Okay.
again. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Completely
Just-
jumped straight over your
Yeah.
blade.
Yeah.
And then
Miss.
like 3 times.
Please crit him back, Dante.
Oh, that'd be so funny if I did.
Yeah. So alright. So you jump over his trip attack and just
Yeah,
dodges
as-
barely dodges well the scimitar attack.
Yeah, kind of lean back with the second attack, and then kind of lunges forward with my attack.
Okay.
Or 15,
Miss.
and then spins around and tries to attack it again towards like the ribs.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, that will hit.
19. All right.
Yeah, my AC is 18. Good
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah, he slices through you with 10 piercing
Oh.
damage. Now you're beginning to bleed.
I guess, are you doing padded or are you actually fighting with blades?
It'd be the back end of the blade.
Yeah, I imagine this is all non-lethal, so we're not.
Yeah, all non-lethal. I'm not, I'm not
Non-lethal,
gonna.
but I like the idea of your health goes down, but you can.
Hit
Yeah.
points is more like energy rather
Yeah.
than health.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Stamina.
Stamina, yeah. Alright, so
You get pissed that he got the first hit.
So that's
Oh,
30.
okay.
That's 31.
all hit or
Yeah, all hit.
okay.
You were just lulling him to get him close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take your stamina, I guess, take 12, 13. How much is that?
That's 31, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
31. Oh god. You're not
Yeah.
smiting, right? No magic.
No, it's
right?
No.
that's magic.
No magic.
Yeah, no magic. And if it was smart, I would have been down in that one round.
Alright, so what would you like to do in retaliation?
Seeing that, kind of rubs his nose in the back of his hand and goes to your side and tries to kick your knee down. Goes for the back of the knee.
Boy, I love it. Yeah, that'll hit. Well, make it easy. My AC's 18, so.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
If you know, go for the other knee, if it's not what
I'm
you down.
old. Leave me alone.
Go for the knees.
Yeah.
Oh, 10. That one misses, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one misses. Cool. Now I'm on the same amount of health as the damage I did to you last round.
Oh god.
Alright, yeah. So, like, I'm assuming Zeke is also here, right, watching this fight going on.
I'm just kind of like reading something. Like at this point, I've picked up the codex that he just left on the desk. I'm just like,
I think Nat has the codex.
Yeah, Nat's got the
Oh.
codex.
Oh!
Ow, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I was down on the crypt.
the two ghosts have also have now come and spectating the duel. They're not making
I
any
just hear-
sense to stop there.
Yeah, I feel like if you take him down a crit, you're trying to be non-lethal and everything, but you just like clip him on the side of the head and he just goes down.
Yeah, so what,
Oh, you
how
clip
would
him in the
like to do
chin?
this? How would you like to kill your own party member?
I want to pull my
I've been
gun
planning
and
this for a
snipe him.
while. No, I'm just kidding. I think I just break his nose.
Yeah.
how?
I'm like, oh, good God, I'm so
You expect
sorry.
him to be faster, you expect him to be better trained, but he doesn't get his sword up and it's just
Yeah.
straight in the face.
I got too
Dude,
That
carried away.
first miss just
that?
gave you so much confidence in his ability, and
Yeah,
so you
I got too
he's gonna
cocky
miss.
with dropping him down to his one knee. It's like, oh, I got you. Then next to the backhand of
I'd like to
the
think
scimitar.
you drop me down to one knee, I then drop you down to one knee, and then as I stand up, I hold the double-bladed scimitar with both hands and just push up.
Yeah.
Dunk.
And I'm so, oh good God!
Ah.
The moonshot page kind of yelps out cheer.
We all just start
Bravo,
clapping silently.
bravo, Master Warren. Well done, well fought.
I immediately picked my boat.
Yeah,
Me
very
and the
dazed.
two ghosts hold up tens, like, knockout.
Oh no, the other host, the other ghost doesn't care. He has his arms crossed and still staring at it amusedly.
Oh my God! Here,
Oof.
hold still.
Oh, dang, he's really bleeding.
Yeah, so like Dante's he's bleeding. You know, he's exhausted. He's on the floor with a
I
nose.
used like my. How many lay on hands do I need to give Dante?
I guess like okay, you can roll a 1d4 to see how much the bleeding nosebleed would.
Yeah, just
take.
because we
Which
said we'll
direction's your
reset.
nose?
Yeah, you take 3
That
points
way.
of your actual health. So yeah, you're missing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I give you 3 and I set your nose back.
yeah. You with a click, you put his nose back. to
Ow.
place.
It's been a while since I had a fight like that.
I'm sorry. I like as soon as you dodged that first there, I was like, oh my God, he's actually competent.
Yeah, I got you down to one knee, and I thought you'd be down.
Bold of you to assume that. No, you did well.
I
Did
almost
well.
hit hard. Almost hit as hard as one of my fighters in my monster group. Ow.
You were going up against someone with 300 plus years of combat training. It's not exactly like it was a fair fight.
Yeah. We had range. Then it'll be fair.
Ah, yes. If you had range, it would be fair.
Kind of smiled at you.
What's on your mind? I don't think you would normally agree to such thing, though.
Found news that one of my old mercy companies are looking for me. And
Is that a good thing?
I hope so, but it's also trying to find our captain, which I don't think that's a good news. He's trying to find him.
Did you do anything to annoy them? To a degree where they would wish to find you?
Not this one.
Not this one.
Remember I told you that there's 2 people I don't like?
I thought there would be more, but I
No,
didn't
it's only
think
2.
so. Okay.
Just a bit more concerned why he's trying to find our captain. That's more the concerning thing.
And if I may be so bold as to ask why?
That I don't know. When we went into passage the second time, I asked some people to have a look out for me, and I got a message back saying that he was looking for me, my captain, and someone else.
And someone else.
Yeah, they didn't get a name.
Well, that's foreboding.
Yeah, I think I want to go to the passage as soon as we can. That's where he was last seen.
I'm sure we'll pass through eventually.
Yeah, it's been over almost 2 years now since I last saw them, so I kind of want to meet them, but not at the same time, you know?
I can agree to that.
So what about you anyway? It's all this
What
magic
about
thing, you just don't know what to do here.
Look, that's an irrelevant here. Magic circles, magic this, that, the other. The most magical thing I can do is not set the kitchen on fire whilst cooking lasagna. And, you know, the actual magic I can cast, but I don't understand magic, really. It's more an innate thing to me. Like, I just do.
Yeah.
Aaron's got the mechanical here. So I'm kind of just sitting here, you know, till I'm needed. Which is a good thing, not being needed. Enjoying it.
Suppose. Always been busy. It's odd sitting still.
Sitting still's nice.
I guess it can be, but in the middle of
Not
nowhere. Yeah, in the middle of nowhere as well.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You took a lot of hits there before with the dragon.
Please. I've had worse.
Not sure about that, but dragon tends to hit quite hard.
I tend to hit back harder. When they're on the ground within closable distances. And maybe many things, but an individual who can fly is not one of them.
See if I can find some ways to bring those type of enemies down for you.
I mean, there's obvious stuff, but I generally don't try to fight things that are flying. To be honest, I don't really like fighting things in the first place.
Yeah, it's all I've known, really.
Yeah.
As well as one of us. An adventure. More see the world now.
So that's what drives you.
Yeah, now these dragons as well. Quite more curious about them.
I'd be careful. Dragons are wise beyond their years. Wiser than an elf. In any case, we live for hundreds of years, bordering on 1,000 years. But dragons, they go beyond that. There's a reason why elves have such a checkered history with the dragons.
Yeah, I'm just more the curiosity really, and kind of points wherever Nova as well, where this little door. As I've got,
Nova is just hissing at Warren. He's very upset for breaking that.
Well, he can continue to be upset unless he wants to spar directly with me. Which in that case, well then he can sit there and be quiet.
Okay.
It's like a little chihuahua, you know.
Yeah, exactly. An angry little chihuahua.
An angry little dragon chihuahua.
there's more curious on. If there's any more people like me, other than the princess. It seems you can't actually speak Draconic, which seems weird.
No, that seems perfectly reasonable.
The page kind of gestures at you, Dante. Excuse me, Master Dante, if you don't mind, may I please have a word?
Of course.
He approaches you guys and says, well, I have to say, that looks rather fun. And weren't you quite curious about the dragon madness that sullies and horns the Moonstone Dragons are on?
I am, yes.
I will tell you what. Once I get to my magic, how would you like to spar with me? And if you wish, and if you win, I will reveal what I know of the dragon madness.
Can I insight check on that?
Yeah, you can roll an insight
Yeah.
check. DC 20.
Nope. Okay, it's telling the truth.
He's a ghost.
Yeah. Sure. See anything can go wrong?
And if I win, nothing. I just want to take part in sparring with someone because it looks like fun, and I used to before with the old mages before. Anyway, I look forward to it.
Yep. Look forward to it as well.
He begins to wander away, and it looks at you, Warren, and says, "Well fought once again. That was excellent work. Good jabs and good thrusts."
He's being right back.
Oh, he's been back. Okay, whoops. Right. So, shall we skip it a little bit more time?
Can do.
Guess we could.
Yeah, do.
All right. So, the sun is starting to. I mean, Nat and Zeke, are you doing anything before you?
I mean,
skip?
Depends on how long time it's been, because Nat probably took a while cleaning up and finding that. But yeah, if she returns and finds out that they sparred, she would feel kind of left out and like, I want to spar too, kind of.
Oh right. I mean, Warren's gone away.
I know.
It's just Dante sitting still and rubbing his nails.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is around when the sun's going down, I imagine Aaron would probably pop in. Just say.
Mhm.
Just kind of wanders in. What did I miss?
Oh, apparently they sparred. And also I found a weird ticking device that had something to do with Moon and Draconic, and it was all weird and broken. Also, the bathhouse is cleaner now, still inoperable, but you know, it's getting.
Device? Like
Mhm.
magic thing or mechanical thing?
Yes.
That's helpful.
I can show you if you want to.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Come on.
Alright, you're leading Erin to the quarters area. In one of the rooms is jammed. You can just about see a small portion of a broken device, the same size of like both of you guys. It's like it kind of looks like an hourglass. The glass dome section is half broken, and something written on Draconic that Erin can't understand. But it's slowly rotating on its axis, and it's dragging along a piece of cloth and cobwebs around it as it is doing so. Maybe it was covered with the cloth, and now it's just dragging it along in axis.
As Aaron's watching, that would probably try to wedge the door open further.
Okay, yeah, you can roll a athletics check again. To fully open, it would be DC 20. Oh, 24. Okay, yeah. So, with a quick... oh, I forgot you're strong now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so, like, you surprise yourself once again as you kind of, like, push hard and then, like, just breaks the door open. And
Sorry.
the bar behind it cracks open and splinters flies everywhere. And, the door just comes off the hinges.
Sorry.
Aaron's
He's
just
trying to
looking at
open
you
it.
strangely.
What's that?
Alright, so I'm gonna go have a look at that.
Yeah, the glass dome is broken, and you can just about see like a small faint light coming from upstairs, and underneath it's like a basin of some sort, where you could place like a pot or whatever to collect or whatever that it may be holding. Currently, there's nothing there though.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron will grab the cloth off of it
Yeah.
and probably use it to just like dust, so she can have a closer look at it.
Yeah. If I trying to figure out what this device could be.
Yeah, she wants to have a look at it.
Alright, you can roll a tinkering check.
14.
Okay, yeah, so it is look like it's concentrating the moonlight or whatever light that's coming from above into multiple levels of lenses in and then further into this block of stone that's and then into another into a stone that's you haven't seen before, but like I guess it would be like a nature check. Can I ask you to roll a nature check, please? A DC 10.
No.
Yeah. It's not a stone that you've ever seen before, but like you have seen the colorization matches like that of the dragon that you didn't fight. And then after that, there's like a funnel sort of mechanism where whatever after whatever it goes through the gem, the stone, it would funnel towards the basin at the bottom. But the basin is like empty currently. There's nothing there.
I feel like what it actually does doesn't actually interest her that much, but she wants to see if it's doing what it's intended. Like, is the mechanism working?
It's not.
Yeah, she's gonna take a look at it, maybe take it apart. Like, fix, even if it does something horrible, that's not on her mind at the moment. She likes fixing things, and this is something that you can fix.
I mean, you feel like with the broken dome, glass dome, like the mechanism is working okay. It's just the glass dome. It's not working.
Okay, so it's broken pieces rather than something that needs to be put back together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the mechanism seems to be working well, although it needs a little bit of like renovation, you know, a bit of oiling up. But apart from that, the mechanism seems to be working somewhat functional.
It's probably as you realize that you've also probably seen that Nat has stepped over and is kind of slowly mending glass pieces together.
You can do that?
Yes, it takes a fuck ton of time, but I can.
Do you have mending?
Yes.
Okay.
No, she looks over and sees you doing that, and she just raises an eyebrow slightly. And then she begins taking it apart, and she's just going to set all of the broken pieces in front of you. And she's going to begin cleaning the rest of it out and preparing to put the fixed pieces back.
Again, I will emphasize, this takes a fuck ton of time. Because it's
Oh, yeah.
1 minute per broken thing.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's. I mean, what else are you gonna do for the rest?
It's probably
of
going
the
to take an
Yeah.
hour, I'd imagine.
Did you
Because,
guys
I mean-
was about to spar or something?
Nat got distracted, so.
Yeah,
Fair
Aaron also got distracted by something more interesting.
Fair enough. Yeah, you begin to. I guess like Aaron is solving the puzzles of fitting the different glass shards together, and then Natalia is just like putting and then cleaning it, and then Natalia is just like putting them and mending them together, I suppose.
Yes. Natalia is acting like glue.
All right, the mending glue, perfect. Yeah. So eventually,
I guess one thing, if you want to roll an insight check while we're sitting there working.
Sure. A 13.
Yeah, I feel like it's clear enough to see. Like, she's enjoying herself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you've seen her just doing something basic like this and, you know, having fun, as opposed to usually you see this look on her face when she's cheating you out of secrets, and only then. But she seems to enjoy this just as much as
Yeah.
robbing you.
In that case, you can also roll an insight check.
11.
It's not that hard to see her. This is probably the happiest she's been around you as well. Whether or
Yeah.
not that correlates to you being happy or not, that's a different thing entirely. But yeah.
Yeah, just all happily work in silence unless you say anything. Getting everything put together
Well,
and fixed.
she's slowly humming with every mending because it has verbal components. But yeah.
oh, it does. Fair enough. So after like 20 minutes to 30 minutes or so, the glass dome of this device is fully healed, fully mended together. As you're putting the last piece, the sunlight is beginning to bounce back and forth between the different glass of the dome, and then it is beginning to bounce off the different refractory mirrors, and then it's beginning to get focused down the mirrors inside the device, and finally the one of the stone that's in there is beginning to shine a bit, but it's not shining brightly at all with the sunlight.
Does it vaguely look like moonstone now that it's shining slightly?
Yeah, you would guess that. Yeah.
Huh, neat. Right, well, that was fun. No idea what it does. I'm gonna guess it makes moonstone, but
I mean,
Yeah.
now that it's working, I could maybe find out if it's magical. That is.
Oh.
But yeah, we
probably.
seem to be having fun.
Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to fix stuff in a while.
Hmm.
Look at how much fun that is.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, magic stuff. Latest.
If you want me to, could you get me a glass of water? Because my mouth is really dry.
Huh? Oh. Is there water around here?
There's snow outside. You can melt some.
Yeah, I mean,
I
she's
left my water skin somewhere.
Oh yeah, I guess you guys have your own water skins and stuff like that.
helpful. I'll go have a look.
Thank you.
She wanders off.
All right. Are you returning back with the water skin, or are you just leaving her?
I mean, she still hasn't actually been to where everyone's been sleeping, so she wanders around, probably finds Vorin or someone, and just asks the way. And like, it will take her a while, but she'll come back with
With the water skin, yeah, eventually.
yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine probably with water skin and a pot of warm water, where because I imagine we have just been gathering snow and boiling it.
I guess Zeke would have done that, right? He's in charge of the kitchen.
Probably.
He's been making a lot of sandwiches. I'm assuming he has some water prepared for everybody, right? Some clean, drinkable water.
Yeah. In the meantime, that would try and identify this thing if it yields any information that way.
The device or the stone?
First the device, then the stone.
The device, I mean, like, yeah, it's a mechanical device, right? Identify only reveals magical properties, isn't it?
Only magical properties, yes.
Yeah, it's a mechanical device. It doesn't reveal anything to you.
That's fair.
Then are you
Stone?
casting identify on the stone?
Yeah.
It is a semi magical moonstone that is faded. Most of its magical properties have since faded, or it's like it's to the point where now it's worth nothing, almost nothing, basically. But there is still a little bit of magic left in it. And the kind of magic that these drones hold range from what I said about before, you know, that branch of magic, to radiant illumination magic, to illusion, you know, loads of different things. This is like a raw material, right? It doesn't have a specific purpose, so you could that's sort of like the directions that you're extracting the information about the stone.
Aaron will wander back with your water skin filled up with probably still warm water.
Thank you.
Yeah,
She
alright.
drinks and doesn't seem to care that it's warm.
Looks at it. So did you figure out what it was? I'm guessing
Yeah,
it's making moonstone.
Yeah, the device is not magical, but that's indeed moonstone, yeah. It's kind of weak right now, but it does some neat things.
Yeah, well, I mean, we fixed that up. I imagine if we leave it under there overnight when there's moonlight, it may actually do something.
Right. We should go back, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go head back, see if they're waking up now that it's getting dark.
Let's do that.
Yeah, gonna head back to the observatory where the ones were charging up.
Yeah. So, as the sun has set and the crescent, like half crescent moon, is risen up, you begin to see the moonlight is cascading from the the ceiling of the observatory down into the orrery core that has been repaired by Aaron. And now you see that the three statue entities, the moon forks entities, are like the chest cavity is almost filled with this essence, this magical essence, and as such, like they're moments away from waking up.
Because probably,
There are
uh,
only three people here. Yeah.
yeah, just look around and then call out the door for the page who I need to double check the name because it begins with a Z and then no, it does not. It's Vault.
Yeah.
Z is the other one. Just call out for hey, Vault.
He rises from the floor. Hello, Miss Erin.
Hey, just your buddies there are waking up. Just wanted to make sure they're not going to wake up and attack us or anything. I figured having you here might be better.
Oh right. Well, they're not my buddies. They are the guardians. But you have the papers with you, right? The contract
Sure.
from the Arcanics.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah. So they shouldn't attack you then.
sure. But I figure if they see you, they give us time to show the papers rather than waking up after being inactive for however long it is. And.
Wow. Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I will mediate peace. I am good at this.
I'll doubt that, but whatever. As long as you're here and they can see you, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh no, I've done something like this before. I've mediated peace and, parted fighting and quarreling brothers and such in the past. So if a fight were to break out, then I could try and persuade them not to attack you, and perhaps persuade you to not attack them. Hopefully, it's not going to break out, but let's see.
Hey, as long as they don't attack me, I'm not going to attack them, so nothing to worry about them.
I don't see why they would attack you if you have the papers.
Yeah, we're kind of just going around in circles here. Just stand there and look pretty while they wake up.
Look pretty. All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're pretty.
Thank you. Nobody said that about my appearance before, but I'll take that. He's just standing there. If ghosts could blush, he would. But he's pale as a ghost.
Yeah.
Gain
turns and
XP
waits for
from
them to wake
improving the ghost self-esteem.
So, anybody else in the orrery level? Dante, Zeke, Warren?
It has been mentioned to you that they will probably wake up around sundown, so.
Probably,
why the
yeah.
hell not? I finished
Yeah,
this.
sure, why not?
Alright.
Yeah, you finished breaking my nose.
And fixing it. See? No, I'm making your nose stronger, right? It's like exercise. You lift heavier weights and then your muscles repair and they're stronger, right? I just did that with your nose. You'll thank me when the next villain
Next one
tries to
comes.
break your nose.
Whenever you
Yeah.
have to hit someone with your nose to do damage.
Yeah, your AC for your nose is higher than your standard AC now.
That's not how it works, but you know what? We can flavor it that way.
You now
Adaptive
deal
AC.
1d4 piercing damage with your nose instead of.
When something just misses Dante, he blocks it with his nose.
Huh?
How did you stop that? I don't know, man. It's all in the nose.
AC of your nose is higher than the rest of your body.
Slightly.
I mean,
We find his mangled corpse, but his nose is pristine.
Exactly. After a certain point, your nose will be resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. So
Your nose would like to rage.
exactly.
Oh god, that's us. Anyway, one by one, these three guardians, protectors, beginning to rise. Two of them are feminine figures, and the other one is they all have these elven ears. So I'll post pictures of them all. As they begin to wake from their slumber, the chest cavities, this circular hole in the chest cavity is completely filled now with shining with this beautiful like a turquoise color glow, which has spread to their eyes, as their eyes are also glowing, and their skin has gone from like this stone texture to a not really a flesh texture, but like definitely not stone texture anymore. It's like slightly more softer than stone, and but definitely not flesh either. It's hardened flesh, almost leather-like. So I'll post pictures of these three first. So these are the two gals, and this is a guy. So the guy gets up and beginning to puts his hand together and summon the twin blade, which has these. Um, this is it's like a magical twin blade that materializes in his hand, basically, and he also has this bluish hue to it. Whereas the one of the girl summons a staff, the other one summons a shotel, shotel.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing. And they're all just staring at you guys, discombobulated. And Paige says, "Don't attack them. They're friends. They have papers."
So we have a dex build, an int build, and a strength build. So
It would seem, if you want to put it that
yes.
way. And Paige says that one of them finally begins to open their mouth and says, "Okay, papers. Right. Working for the Arcanics, are you?
Yeah.
Alright. Good for you, I suppose. What year are we in?"
I want to say 998. That's
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
We tell them the year, yes.
998, yeah. Oh, it's been that long. Oh,
Yeah.
blimey, it's been that long.
How long's it been?
I honestly cannot tell you. A few hundred years. Is Ascelios is still a town nearby Arexel?
Yeah, still a town.
Good. I used to go to Ascelios. The guy says, as a matter of fact, do you mind if I go and see if my friends are still alive? Probably not, right?
Depends. Really elf.
In Ascelios.
Aaron's just looking between this guy and Paige.
Yeah,
Okay, so am I going mad here, or is this exactly the thing he said when we came in?
Yeah, no, you are right. This
Yeah.
is exactly the same thing he said when he came in.
Well, I feel like I should introduce myself. The guy says, "My name is Moonshard Helis Vulian. I am one of the protectors. These two are my sisters, Moonshard Filigrid Valandra, Moonshard Shotel Val. We are here to protect the orrery, which is working great. I see."
Yeah, I just put it back together. Well, I put the call back together. We kind of woke you up first in the hopes you could help us with the heavy lifting for the rest of it.
Which we can do. We are in your servitude, after all, as you are employed by the Arcanics. So yeah, I mean, if you require any help with the magic and that, I'm not very good at that. But my sister Valandra is, and Valandra just waves at you. "Oh, hello, hi, I'm Valandra."
Hi.
And if you need any scouting or anyone to be posted at a specific spot, my sis here, Val, she's a very good scout. Yeah, so just let us know what you need doing, and we'll do it right. And oh, right, we are for the old mages before. Val and I used to go to the Arexo, fetch their messages and stuff like that. They used to have a post office there. You know, the gnome post office of cannot remember the name. So if you would like us to fetch your messages and whatnot, we can do that for you. Just need to give us a letter, you know, proving that we can do that on your behalf. We also buy groceries and stuff like that from Esculios. Yeah, just let us know what you need. Apart from that, we are here to stand guard. Val doesn't say anything. She's just there staring at you.
Also, a quick interjection. Do you mind if we play relatively shorter session tonight? Because, yeah, I'm somewhat tired already.
Yeah, no worries. If you... Yeah, I mean, I don't mind.
don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Other people are.
Don't mind.
Yeah, I can go a little bit longer, but just, yeah.
Sure.
Like another 30 minutes, an hour longer, or...
30 minutes an hour is roughly, sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Listen, if you fall asleep during the session, we won't wake you up. We'll just put you to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of blinks at them and looks at them. So, I gotta be curious. What exactly are you?
What are we?
Yeah.
We are the protectors. We're the moonshard protectors of the orrery.
Sure, I mean, were you made, or?
Were we made?
Yeah.
Well, I was made by my mother, the emblazoned Zora.
Okay.
As with my two siblings here.
I guess we're kind of lost on like how you turned to stone for so long.
Wait, so you cast a divine sense?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, so you...
Celestial Fiend are undead.
Yes.
Celestial Fiend or Undead. They are not any of those three.
That makes me more suspicious.
So, I mean, they might be in construct, which is pretty okay, but they're born, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense. True.
Well, actually, that reminds me. Is any of the others working?
I haven't checked yet.
You're the first because you were closest to the observatory when we got it running.
Oh, right. Well, we should prepare the quarters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sure, if you want to start clearing out all the bodies, that'll probably be pretty cool.
Ah, right. Yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, like I said, we can do whatever you please. Aaron's fighting. We're quite capable fighters, as you can see. Heavy lifting is also something we can do. I think you mentioned that, right? Heavy lifting.
Yeah, if you want to clear out the quarters and stuff, and I'll get everything planned out, and then you can come back and we'll get started on that.
Very well. Rudian begins to make his way. And I guess the other two also follows him?
Yeah.
Giving them instructions with him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, basically, she waits for them to go and says, "Okay, anyone else kind of think
Deja
that
vu.
word?"
Yeah.
Okay,
This
theory.
seems very odd.
Yeah, theory time. They were people. They got moved into the bodies, the construct body somehow. They forget everything whenever they run out of power, back to the point they originally went into the bodies or something, because, like,
That would
they were
make
awake
sense.
like 50 years ago, and they don't seem to remember any of that. So just theory, but,
What about
It's a
this
good
resin?
one.
Did you say if people around it too long, changes?
oh, I guess maybe. That
That's
could be
another
it.
one.
I mean, if it's used as a power source, that would certainly explain things. They're not celestial, they're not fiend, and they're not undead. I know that much.
So what?
construct
Fey,
thing.
aberration, construct,
I
dragon?
unlikely.
No.
Something in my mind is saying, by what Aaron says, transference of a soul to another body is certainly a feasible thing. I don't exactly understand the magic behind it, but I would imagine it be possible. And then if you're powering such construct with lunar resin, which has those memory altering properties, then it certainly is possible.
Yeah, they run out of power, they forget. It would certainly make sense.
Mm.
Or just theory, but I like a good
Mm.
theory.
But then the spirit said the same thing as the construct. And surely the spirit wouldn't be affected by the lunar resin.
Depends. We didn't actually ask how he died.
Hmm.
Oh no, did we? I can't remember now.
I don't think we did.
Oh, he said something about raiders.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe they're all just spirits in constructs, right? And his construct body was destroyed, and so now he's a spirit. Who knows?
I feel like we would
Possibly.
have found his body then. Like, they're pretty large.
Hmm.
There's still the thing about the lich downstairs. That's a weird thing to have in a basement, right?
It's a weird thing, but I'm not poking that bear.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he stays in the basement, okay, next problem. Not being paid for that.
No, because, well, there's three constructs very similar that's fighting it down there. Like, will they wake up and, like, awaken it?
Right, he said, we got told as long as we don't go anywhere near the coffin, he won't wake up.
Yeah, but the constructs are near the coffin, and they'll wake up.
But surely, this is just my thinking now. If he lost his construct body and thus is a spirit, why weren't those three spirits? Surely they would have been spirits as well. If their body was no longer active, they could just leave it.
Maybe?
It wouldn't make sense to keep a body if the body no longer does what you need.
Well, it depends. Let's say if, like,
Depends
the
what it's
inside
bound
arm
to.
is, like, yeah, if it's bound in a
They're
certain way, it
bound
stops
to a
leaving.
crystal or something inside, and the crystal's still intact. Whereas the body being destroyed broke a crystal, etc., etc.
True. I mean, something about I don't know. Maybe it's the ears. Maybe I'm again another theory. But if they are elven or of a degree of elven descent, then it's also possible that the memories are fading simply because of that. You know, we tend to live for a long time. I could tell you what the major events that happened in my life 300 years ago, but I couldn't tell you specifics. You tend to think that far back ahead, they tend to cluster together type thing. So, I don't know, all theories.
Yeah. I guess if we want to go with the simplest explanation, the last people who were working here didn't want to wake them up, so they disconnected the core.
But then why would they do that?
No idea. Just, I feel like all this
Yeah.
talk about modifying memories and spirits and stuff, cool, I like the theory, but simplest explanation, they didn't want to wake them up.
Have we actually looked at one of those, like, constructs, like, actually, like, investigate what they are?
No, because they were
No.
kind of solid and stone, and now they aren't, and yeah.
I mean, obviously when we got there later on, the bodies were delightfully put into a path right until the front door.
You're welcome.
Sure. What were they originally like?
crosshatch pattern. Like Z kind of like draws like a pattern on the ground. Like it seems that there were these. I pulled them out. They're like these like stones. That seem to
You've
be.
been
Like,
carrying that this entire time.
nah, they're
No,
outside.
that's
At this point,
Ah,
we've converted to walking outside in like a montage, and so he
of
shows you
course.
this rock. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like this large flat stone tablet that has like runes in it, and it's like, yeah, it seems like this thing was trapped. This entire area is trapped. It seems like someone activated. It's so weird. Like
Was it?
bodies were placed on every single trap, which is
Was
a
it?
weird thing to happen.
Were they designed to keep something in or to keep people out?
Well, they were all running out, so I'm going to have a guess they were to keep something in.
Yeah.
They were to keep something in, and if we go with the simple theory that they took the core out in their attempt to run, there's a distinct possibility we've just put ourselves into danger.
Shrugs. Well, I mean, a couple more
teleport.
days and we can get out of here. We'll have the job done and then, you know.
Or if we get the teleport circle finished first, then we got our. Actually, no, we don't. I looked at Zeke.
I think that said it's already finished. Just needs to be powered up.
I can travel back with Zeke. My horse is still down there. In fact, the other horses are also down there.
Yes. Don't worry, I left them enough food. Although we should probably not be here for more than those few days.
Are we within a mile of where we left the horses? Okay, I mentally talk to Cody. You know, just check that everything's okay. They haven't been mugged. They haven't been killed.
Yeah, they're fine. They're doing fine.
Nope.
Cody's
Okay,
supervising them as like the head one in charge.
Yeah. He supervises them.
Yeah, the horses are fine.
Good. Right. So when they've cleared the bodies, I'm going to get them to help me with this, and I'm going to do it as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can, you know, check whatever your whole conjunctionist people want to check, and we can get out of here and get paid.
Extra, remember?
Yeah, has a pay.
Oh, you can discuss that. I have no holds over what you get paid.
Oh, don't worry, I will be discussing it.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, it's. I'd say keep a unguarded look around. Be ready for anything.
Yep, and now I have happily infected you all with the paranoia, I'm going to go head back and get everything started, so enjoy!
That's all right.
I'm gonna get her one day. I'm gonna get her one of these days.
You act as if I don't have that already.
Yeah, she just walks up.
Oh yeah. So
Only next door.
fair enough. What does everyone? Who's checking downstairs to the basement?
That probably will go check
Yeah.
there.
Zeke will probably go check all the stone creatures to see if they're like starting to wake up, and the ones that are there downstairs.
Yeah. So who's going with Zeke and Nat to the basement?
I will. Why not?
And Warren as well.
Dante will go with Aaron and see if anything that needs helping with getting ready for the next stage of repairs.
Fair enough. Alright, so you arrive at the basement area where you see where there is 5 sarcophagus coffin things, stone coffin things, two on either side and one at the center, where Zeke, you got the lich energy from, right, with the skull mark and stuff like that. It just
Yeah.
looks sinister. Yeah, that was the one at the center. But that one is doesn't seem to be moved or untouched, whereas the other 4 is open.
Oh, those weren't open before.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The other 3 are open.
Yeah, these weren't open before.
And the
Um,
weapon gets like it's still in the sheath, but the clip comes off, ready to grab it.
and we begin to see these soft blue light is being emitted from the three uh, the three coffins that are open. The fourth one is not open.
That's
Hmm.
I didn't actually think to ask this because we had the discussion about them possibly going, killer robot Terminator on us later. Is there any signs of like fighting on them? Because if they were described as like stone and then turned to like leathery sort of skin, right? So is there like are there basically signs that people try to fight these beings?
On their bodies. I mean, they
Well,
have
on
like
their
scar marks.
bodies in general.
Yeah, they
Like,
have like scar marks. Like Valandra have had a, like a scar across the nose. Let's stick with that. They have scar marks and stuff like that. They also have like tattoos and patterns and different colored ink decorating their parts, which is only visible after the stone skin is replaced. And as such, like these, you see rising from these 3 coffins are 3 figures, tall, about like 5'10" to 6' tall. All 3 are the women. I will post all of their pictures. 2 of them are quite slender. One of them is rotund. So like they're not currently attacking you or anything like that. They don't have any weapons on them, or they're just like, waking up from this slumber. Yeah. So one by one they all begin to wake up, and it's not on the picture, but like I would say that they all have the same sort of empty, hollowed out chest cavity that has now filled with these moon essence. With this glow, this cerulean glow, and as such, their parts of their body is glowing with the same iridescent glow, like their eyes. The first woman, her temple and her hair also has this cool looking glow as well. And yeah, some of them are like stretching. The other one is just like bending backwards to like crack her back and stuff like that. And I guess who are you addressing?
Natalia's probably just waving towards all 3 of them.
I guess they kind of like give you like a small, faint smile and nod as they're getting ready. I guess the first picture I post, that lady, that woman addresses you. Greetings.
Greetings. I'm Natalia. Sorry, I'm not quite sure which one of them you are.
My name is Moonstone Zora, the Emblazoned.
Oh, yes.
You know me?
Vaguely, I was told you might be able to, help me out with a few things, at least knowledge-wise, once you, woke up.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sure, yeah.
I've just woken up from what seems like a rather long... She stares out the window. No, this is a basement. It doesn't have a window.
It's 998.
998. Right. Perfect. Quite a long time this slumber has been. Anyway, Natalia, I look forward to meeting with you and helping you with your queries. But mind if I get myself accustomed to this current age and get cleaned up. It has been rather...
No worries.
Thank you. And she briskly gets up. I should go find my staff if it is not already been looted by some scumbags. I hope it's not.
Staff? Like an actual staff, or?
Yes, my
Mm.
magical staff. Have you seen it anywhere?
What does it look like?
Long crescent moon, gilded, with a serene silver and a gem, so radiant. Probably gone, isn't it?
I presume I have not seen that in my wanderings.
You haven't seen it
Yeah.
like that before.
Just shakes her head.
I haven't seen it, sadly.
That sucks. Well,
Mm.
I would have to find a replacement. Okay. Well, I should hope to see you and make myself acquaintance to your fellow companions. I am assuming, since I'm awakened, you are employed by the Wizards of the Arcanics. Is that right?
Yeah.
Very well. Is everything okay within the Arcanics?
Kind of. Yes, ish. Define okay.
Well, good to hear. I mean, define okay. Okay, as in, it's nothing's blown up. I mean, things are blown
No,
up.
nothing's blown up. No.
Right. Could you, well, you've come far away. It's a long way from Tellin, I'm assuming. I don't know if I doubt the portals are working.
Nope, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about later.
Right. Well, we'll get to that as soon as I can. Oh, right. I wonder, though, before I do go and freshen up, there is a candle maker. She sells these beautiful rose-smelling candle there. Do you know if she's still alive? Like, she is an elf. They tend to live long than the others.
Where is she?
In Tellin, where the Arcanix is.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. The Arcanics may have moved.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Arcanix is no longer at Tellin.
It's its own town now. Kind of.
Okay. Right. Pity. Well,
Sorry.
I should hope to see you again. She begins to wander away. The fat maiden kind of like towers over you, Natalia. Hello.
Hi.
The name is Moonshard Matron Viv. I suppose that you're going to be here for quite some time. Is that correct?
Probably.
Well, in that case, give me a few minutes, and I will get ready, and you can peruse through my wares once I have opened my shop.
Okay.
Oh, right. Do you know if the water is still running?
I think it isn't. I tried to get that working, but I wasn't quite sure how.
Oh, right. I'll get that going first.
Thank you.
Viv begins to wander away. You said your name was Atalia, right? Nice to meet you, Atalia. And the
Same.
others? What are your names? She looks at Warren and Zeke.
I give my name. Sorry, I'm
Good.
distracted. Emails, unfortunately.
Oh,
Alright,
Zeke.
no worries.
nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Zeke. Are you a fighter?
Yeah.
Well, the Viv has the wares and the equipments perfect for a fighter. I do hope you'll find them useful. Anyway,
All right.
you'll see what I have to offer. But just give me a few minutes to get myself sorted, and I will be open for business.
We fast travel away and just reload the page.
She begins to walk away and try to get the last but not least, the last woman, white-haired woman, looks at you all somberly and says, I don't have much time to introduce myself. I must check something, but if you're still around, I will catch up.
Sure.
My name is Vic.
What do you need to check?
I need to check whether a friend of mine is still alive.
Also, could you repeat the name you said? Because got cut out.
I'll put it on the NPC. We have the NPC page.
Thank you.
Don't worry. So like after you get official introduction, I will update it. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Quickly update this.
I mean, do you know the name of this friend?
Yes. Moonstone Zuri, the Great Mason. He
The story?
Zuri, yes.
Yeah, they're around in some form.
She raises an eyebrow. Well, I'm glad. She immediately begins to gallop and run up the stairs to go meet up with Zuri.
Bye.
She doesn't say goodbye. She runs away. Alright,
Oh, well,
give me a talk about
No
yourself
worries.
whilst I type these things up.
well, that was interesting.
Yeah, seems real different.
I wonder how long it's going to take the second one to realize everything got looted and their shop is going to be nothing.
I mean,
Unless they magically
Hmm.
pull something out of somewhere.
I know. Like, do we see her going somewhere?
I think like you saw head upstairs, so I guess into the storage.
I'd
Okay.
assume so, yeah.
So I guess we're just down here with the lich inside the coffin.
It sounds like it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is still kind of weird.
I think this entire situation is weird.
No, but nothing
Mhm.
bad has happened, so I guess it's okay.
It makes it worse, in essence. Like, it's just compounding the fact that something might happen.
Mm-hmm. Still, it seems to be going good so far, and she probably should get the water on. That means we might be able to have a bath.
Hmm.
Alright, so I have updated their names as well. So, yeah, so there's 2 coffins unopened still here. One part of the floor, and the other one on its own. That's lich-like. The only way I can... it's so gothic and lit. There's nowhere it doesn't house a lich, right? It has gothic
Exactly.
structures and stuff like that. Skull, accoutrements.
You know,
It's like a raid boss that like you have to activate, and it's just kind of sitting
Yeah.
there. So you actually
need-
press the button.
you need all 5 players to be within the zone before the floor drops.
Exactly.
But the other
just
one,
to
the
double-
4th one, the 5th one is the lich's coffin. The 4th one
Yeah.
is unopened. Yeah.
Correct.
Probably
I'll
going
go
over
for
to
the
have a
fourth
look at it.
one.
I will use
Yeah.
Divine Sense before Zeke decides to randomly go opening coffins. Just to double
Oh.
check in case. Surprise, it's a second lit.
Well, the other one's a decoy and he's in the normal one.
Ah.
Imagine that. Damn it, Aaron, stop spoiling my surprise.
He's got a teleportation circle inside the one coffin to go to the other coffin that's about 15 feet to the other side of the room.
Exactly.
Just to scare
Misty step.
travellers.
Huh?
Divine Sense, you don't send Celestial Fiend or Undead in this coffin. As a matter of fact,
65.
either of the coffins, you don't send Celestial Fiend or Undead.
And I know for a fact that Divine Sense would go through the materials of the coffin.
I mean, it seems like stone, so yeah.
There's no way to tell if it's lined inside though.
I mean, that would be wild, right?
I will just... A lich is undead. Basic
Yeah.
knowledge. I'm
Yeah.
not sensing undeath from either one of those coffins.
I mean, That might make sense. Like, they were fighting this thing, they might have just killed it. They just, like, kept the thing here. It could
Why
just
would
be a
you-
box.
From the other ones around the room, are the other coffins lined?
Lined.
Yeah, like
Lead. A millimeter of lead lining prevents
Base-
detonation.
yeah,
Well, lined with lead.
yeah. I'm
Yes.
pretty much trying to determine whether or not my divine sense isn't picking up
right,
undeath
right.
because
No, it's not lined with lead. No, it's just like just normal stone coffins.
Okay, well that's concerning.
Yeah.
Zeke, if you want to open that one, it's your decision, but I will back you up.
I open it.
Let me just show you like the device. Give me 1 second. I'll just show you.
Let me show
Let
you
me show you what a terrible idea this is as you do it.
Exactly.
And there's me and you at the top floor. No idea what's going on down there.
Fine, we've summoned 6 anti-lich fighters. Fine.
Yeah.
I have awoken you from your slumber. Now die for me.
Yeah, that's about it. That's a metaphor for capitalism, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, this is the basement setup, right? So the lich.
I think you just posted a battle map. It's just like, all right.
So the far end is the lich, and there's 3 open, and then there's 1 unopened, and then you cast a divine sense standing between the lich and the unopened one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so within 60 feet.
Yeah, neither of them showed celestial fiend or undead, so.
Mm. And the style of the one that's unopened is the same style to the ones that presumably the 3 Moonstone Guardians came out of.
Yeah, exactly.
So it would logically be that there is
only the
another
lich
one
looks nefarious and gothic.
Honestly, you know, to be a villain these days, it's not just about the evil scheme, it's about the presentation.
Absolutely.
So, they nailed it. Right, Zeke, go on, crack it open.
So which one are you opening?
Cadbury. The unopened one that's not the lich one, yeah.
You push it
Cadbury
open.
remake.
Yeah, you push it open, and it opens. There is nothing. It's an empty coffin with some cobwebs.
It's weird. What's it empty? Is there a name? It's like, actually, that's a question. Do I see like names on this coffin? Do I see like engravings of names?
There are no names on any of these coffins. They're fairly large, These coffins are like pretty big.
They're clearly designed for the Moonshard Guardian.
Yeah. I guess that means one probably didn't come back. Holds credence to Aaron's theory that like one of them was just broken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this once, and then you can just say yes or no. Should we open the lich coffin?
Probably not. I mean, I've used Divine Sense, but go on, I'll use Detect Magic down here. Just, we cover all the bases here in this D&D party.
There is magic on the lid of the sarcophagus housing the lich.
What school?
Whatever that stands for, like a seal, like a
Abjuration.
Abjuration. Yeah.
Abjuration.
That's it. Yeah.
It's magically sealed, Zeke. Maybe not.
Well, that tracks. Yeah, probably should
Yeah.
know.
I mean, look. In case we do actually need it, we have an emergency lich.
Yeah. No one expects the emergency lich.
In case of emergency, break glass, pull fire alarm, deploy lich.
Exactly. All right. This is just a wild. This is, I don't know if we're entering a worse situation or a better situation with these people.
Oh, worse. Hands down worse. We just woke up 3 more of them. We are now outnumbered.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if their memory loss caused them to go psychotic and they murdered the people who came here. So in a panic, they turned off the core to reset their memories. Something along those lines. Again,
Yeah.
magic. I don't know.
Because these were all turned off
For a
it's just
reason.
weird.
Otherwise, you
Yeah,
just keep them going.
some of them were turned off while they were actively doing things, like these three. But some of them were just turned off by just sleeping. Like, so not all of them were awakened for some reason, but they all were attacking.
Probably like... Wait, there's a coffin empty here.
Yeah, this is where they're all just kind of neat people.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get nothing by like kind of just waiting. We won't open the chest with the coffin in it.
No, that'd be silly. I mean, you know, liches aren't inherently evil. Not necessarily an evil thing to be a lich. That's stereotyping, and that's wrong. You know, they could be a lovely individual, but they're sleeping, and that is rude if we wake them up. So, I mean, it depends. Like, do you run a multi-million-dollar organization? If so, you kind of do that for breakfast.
Yeah.
Let's
All right. Let's just go back upstairs.
Yeah, let's go back upstairs. We go back and the glowing red eyes and like Terminator music begins.
Yeah. So in one of the levels, I guess, let's say, let's just have a look at the levels. In one of the storage vaults, you see Viv is setting up. She's laid out like a nice silk carpet, and then she's sitting, and then she has put her like she doesn't really have a sign. She's just sitting there. As you're going over there, she says, "You see, I have fixed the plumbing issue. So just need to, the bathhouse should be up and running."
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I also have found my bags. So let me know if you'd like to purchase any fine goods from the purveyor, the matron.
Alright.
Found things? This place was pretty much picked clean.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
They have not found the looters. They did not find my bags. And she puts up like these two small bags.
Okay.
So, would you like to peruse my wares?
Sure.
I immediately enter the shop menu. Just like, all right, boop.
Okay, I am gonna post the Viv's inventory though.
Yeah.
So where shall I post? Do we have like a place?
But
Magic
But
item?
it's a separate channel.
Magic
Oh,
item?
but separate
Oh, magic
channel.
Magic
item.
items elsewhere.
Separate channel.
We need all of them. We need the equivalent of like nondescript fancy MMO. We need 45 menus for 3 different
God.
things. We need like a shortcut that's 6 keys and control at the same time.
What?
I'm just messing around, man. Look, it's either that or I just be grumpy about like all the stuff that's happened today, so I'm choosing to joke around.
Of course, bro. This is supposed to be
Yeah.
like a thing away from the reality, right? A breakaway, small breakaway from reality. So just have fun.
I'd like to think she's just got like 100 of those sorts. One of the other two, just 100 of those.
I need a little bit of time to finish the last page of the inventory. Can I take like 2 minutes break and finish that, please?
Otherwise,
sure.
that seems like a bit of a way too.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to
Yeah.
stop, so...
Oh, okay. We could, and then I'll post the rest of the inventory later then.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think